Mail ideas for Tyra, the brand. I love Tyra. Tyra is an amazing, iconic individual who has shaped humanity in various different forms. And so, as a friend, I branch out and give some ideas to Tyra. So Tyra Banks, is currently the queen of reality television. She is the go-to person, I believe. That's the title I'm giving her. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Can you think of another reality television person that owns that title? For the time being, I'm going to go say Tyra Banks. So what I'd like to see, and the reason why I say that is because of America's Next Top Model. So many, what is it, season 1445? I don't know. So various different questions that have been posed to Tyra. I'd be like, Tyra, can you do America's Next Top Model Kids? And a lot of people have been sending their kid pictures to Tyra Banks. And so to the question of how does Tyra address the issue of children, bringing children into reality television. And I think that that's a really great question to pose for Tyra, who has been in the industry of various different forms, from the seediest of the seediest, where women are, basically canvases for clothes, and how that kind of consciousness can lead to a dark path, and children, now that she's a mother, and the understanding of having a child, and wanting to protect your child and wanting to build a great future for your child. So for Tyra's sake, these are my ideas. So in regards to America's Next Top Model Kids, what I would say is I would take the word model and flip it on its ear. Actually, flip it on its ear and divide it into two different elements. First, model with Legos. America's Next Top Model. So children build, or within their communities, or high schools or whatever, they get together and they build a model. They bring they donate, they ask the community, do you have Legos? And they donate the Legos to the high school or to whatever it is. You start with the elementary schools, that children get together and build a model. They set out an idea. They go, okay, how are we going to build this? They have a team or whatever. And maybe they start picking people off the team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, have their own individual little shows or whatnot. That whole partnership with Tyra and Legos. And then Legos can have bring Tyra Banks into the mix, because I think that with the success of, a lot of people questioned Lego friendship or friends or whatever. And so with the success of Lego Friends, bringing in Tyra, and Legos trying to like kick in the women aspect into Legos and bringing in Tyra. I think that would be great with little, they have the little Kate format. I don't know if you can see, and so utilizing those kind of aspects in order to create dresses for characters. Ooh, that'd be awesome, you know what I mean? And have an American Next Top Model Cycle 1, Cycle 2, limited edition, whatnot, in the little bags. Just bringing a whole new element onto it. Can people build a Lego set of the classic? How dare you? So all those kind of things. So Lego, Tyra, model, and then Tyra goes around, and to some degree, Ken, what do you think? So there's that. And then we bring in the Lego model in regards to a model for within your community. So kids and families that are models within their community, like they're helping out, they're cleaning up the streets, they're taking an effort to be like, hey, we're going to help out. So we kind of want to shine a light onto you. And so how would that work? The money to that degree, and utilizing YouTube, utilizing the internet, having the people actually film themselves, and taking that footage and compiling it together, and utilizing more of a satellite kind of network, all those kind of things. So Tyra, you're doing an amazing job. Another advice that I would say, casting. If we're having two girls, one person walk out of a season, that's already shaky. That's Guatemala. And two people walk out of a show, that's Guatemala. And now country doesn't exist. Guatemala is great to travel to, but Guatemala doesn't exist in my world. So we're just going to go ahead and nix at the beginning of the season in casting, and understand that, if these individuals have that degree of mental difficulties with the level of stress that this kind of world comes on and brings in, then perhaps this is not something for them at the beginning, right off the get-go, and so that way we can have a proper show with no walkouts, because ideally No walkouts. No people like, I can't handle it, it's too much. The whole, I can't handle it, it's just too much. That to me, first and foremost, I want to address that. That's where the most light is being revealed. The people that can take the pictures, to my understanding, is the people that access the light of the greater universe of the sun. Like, hi, what's up? I love you. You're so precious. Because they're sharing that love and they're kind of like trying to do their smiles and, hi, it's amazing. You know, that's my best smiles. Trying to send you love, as a comedian, as an individual, as a lover of a Tyraverse. What's the Tyraverse? Maybe this should be like a chart. The Tyraverse. And who is included within the Tyraverse? First, we start with the producers, I would say, or the alignments and friends, or whatever. I don't know that have helped Tyra build that brand. Like, who's the first? It's getting on too long. I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity.